Right then, this is a quick walk around video and it's for a truly exceptional, I use that occasionally I'm afraid, but it is merited in this case. It's a CR-V 2.2 EX diesel, 14 plate but with just 24,800 miles. Finished in this beautiful twilight blue metallic with the contrasting, I call it ivory leather, it could be called beige leather, it's just lovely. But whatever it is, you'll see the colour in a second, but it's the combination that's ever so sought after on these cars. Front of the car, like all of the car, lovely condition, lights, lenses, clear, no cracks, no condensation. Front bumper very clean. Likewise, bonnet of the car, hardly a stone chip anywhere if you can find one on there. Near side of the vehicle, wonderful and smooth in the panels, absolutely beautiful. No, we just washed it, it's not been polished or anything, it's as you see it. Near side front alloy, again really good, there's no curbing on there, which is a miracle on the near side of any car regardless of miles. And panel work, as I said, absolutely beautiful. Near side rear alloy, again fantastic condition. And to come around the back of the car, bumper corners, upper and lower sections absolutely clean. Likewise tailgate and entry points, no marks there I can see at all. Offside of the vehicle, simply mirror smooth again, absolutely stunning. Sorry, it's a bit shaky this morning with my hands for some reason. Offside rear, again super condition. Panel work is absolutely wonderful. There is going to be some minor marks somewhere that I can't see or haven't picked up on, so we just ask people to bear that in mind, but it is in absolutely stunning condition. Coming to the boot area, absolutely enormous boots on the CR-Vs, and as you can imagine, in absolutely wonderful condition back there. It's coming into the back of the car, wide opening rear doors, simply enormous amounts of legroom in the back. The video makes the seats seem slightly creamier looking than they are. They're slightly lighter than they show in the video. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful interior. It's in stunning condition back there. Coming to the front, door card again, all absolutely clean. Full set of original Honda mats, again all in lovely condition. And passenger seat there, which has not been sat on very often. So finally come to the driver's door card, again absolutely fantastic. Footwell area is lovely and clean. The driver's seat, the one that's going to take all of the wear, shows virtually nothing at all. It's in stunning condition there. So inside the car now, engine's running through this section, so the dash can be seen illuminated, which looks absolutely as new. Lovely interior, in stunning condition in here. Sat nav working as it should. When you're parked up with your handbrake on, you can actually watch films in there as well, by the way, or off there I should say. Put it into reverse. Got that lovely clear gridded parking camera, all working exactly as it should. Push button start, just needs to be seen really. The videos quite often, and in this case certainly don't do it justice. Come across the main binnacle, 24,854 miles, no warning lights on at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for quite an exceptional car really. This is a Honda CR-V 2.2 EX diesel. It is registered SL14BVX, and the mileage currently showing on the vehicle is just 24,846, so clearly a very, very low mileage car. The reason we do these videos, especially this section, the road test part, is because we just want anyone that's looking online to actually see the cars we're advertising in operation. And the reason we feel it's important is very simple. We've been to see so many cars over the years which have looked perfectly good in photographs and adverts, only to get there and find out when you drive the car it's got a fundamental issue which you'd much rather known about before setting off. It doesn't necessarily mean you wouldn't go, but at least you're pre-armed to know what to expect, or what got to account for as much as anything else. So that's why we do it. We also do it on these lovely quiet country roads in this absolutely beautiful part of Gloucestershire. It's a very early start for me this morning, so it's going to be a bit glary with the sun. I do apologise, but it is lovely getting up this early in this part of the world. It's glorious down here. This actually forms part of the road test route actually we take customers on, so hopefully then the video will be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, even with such a low mileage, ordinarily that would, it's been serviced all the way through by Honda. It's exactly what you'd expect of a low mileage car. To go through the obvious stuff, it starts instantly, of course, and settles to an absolutely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all, relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Temperature gauge I'll do a little bit later in the video, because I do, when I can, try to do the videos where the cars are stone cold, as this one is, all the way through to warm. So, because sometimes you get issues that arise at different temperatures on the with the engine. But in this case, it's obviously cold at the moment. But the engines are absolutely brilliant diesel engines. It's reliable, being a Honda. It's timing chain, no cam belts to worry about. They're very economical. Driving style will dictate how much you get, but I even do shorter trips. I'll be sort of around about 40 to 45, longer trips over 50. So, and they give the economy relatively easily. But it's also a lovely, lovely engine to use. It's so smooth and quiet. And unlike so many diesels where you get in them and think, crikey, that goes well, and you're kind of lured into it by a short test drive, only to find out when you own the thing, that initial thrust just dies away after a couple of thousand RPM. And then you have to change down the whole time. This has got such a broad power band. It's absolutely superb, and all the revs, should you need them, which is rare, are accessible, but just so smoothly as well. It's borderline sort of petrol-like in that sense, because when you say you put your foot down, it picks up even from low revs like there. But keep your foot down, it's just so sweet and smooth. Wonderful engine. Engine then feeds through obviously into clutch and gearbox. Clutch and car, as you'd expect, perfect, light, smooth, positive, bite point, exactly where it's meant to be. And the gearbox, which would happily go into any of Honda's more sporty cars, is just a lesson to other manufacturers on how to do it. Again, SUV seems to be an excuse for some manufacturers to give you kind of a slightly truck-like driving experience. Honda have given you one of the great gearboxes. It's short in throw, it's snappy, it's precise, it's mechanical in feel, even though it's a cable. It's just absolutely brilliant. It really is, and it's underplayed in some ways, because say you get into some others and there can be lots of arm movement going on, a little bit vague in gear. I mean, that's solid in the gears. It's just like brand new, but all working perfectly. Same goes for the steering. Really nicely weighted, makes the car feel very secure on the road, very solid, hunkered down. The car drives incredibly car-like. It's very positive, accurate and precise in the way it does it. It matches the car and its design and what it's designed to perfectly. It also tracks absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit, but it just feels, the whole car just feels so tight. It feels, as cliched as it sounds, absolutely is new to drive. It really, really does. The chassis, again, Honda should know how to do this, because the CR-V is the best-selling SUV in the world, and for very, very good reason. It's absolutely spot on in terms of what it's trying to do for the type of driving it's going to be asked to do most of the time. So generally speaking, it's a family car, so they give you a car that's very comfortable on the straight ahead. But unlike so many which go for a kind of pillowy soft ride, it gives you really good body control through the corners, so you don't get lots of keeling over, lots of body sway. no matter what the radius of the corner might be, so even tighter turns, longer sweepers. It's very, very, very well done. It's not to say it's a sports car. It's not. But it is brilliant at what, as I say, it's designed to do. So ignore the road testers, motor impress that say, oh, it's a bit boring. It's a bit. Well, yeah, it is. Because it's designed to give you exactly what it needs to do. It's effortless in the way it goes through the corners. It does, as I said, all the things right. If you go for a hard ride to give you positive handling, which you want in a sports saloon, you're going to be going over bumps like that one and rattling your brains. It also, no nasty noises coming from underneath the car, no rattles, no creaks, no groans, nothing at all. Brakes on the car, bear with me 1 second. Just turn that back on. Just going to give them a nice hard shove and hold on to everything and hope they don't fly around. Really, really positive on the brakes. Solid, powerful, no pulsing or vibrations at all coming back through the brake pedal. It's coming inside, not been cleaned yet, and it's in absolutely beautiful condition in here. Great places to sit, wonderful visibility. Love this interior with this lighter leather. It's really sought after. The reason being that on sort of darker days it adds a lightness to the interior where you can feel quite claustrophobic with the black interiors on modern cars because everything's black. This is tastefully done. It's broken up by the silver trim. Works really, really well. It's not garish in any way. And on raging hot days, when you get in with shorts on or skirt or something, you don't burn the back of your legs like you do on black leather. And on cold mornings, you don't freeze in them either, so it's the best of all worlds. It's absolutely superb. And in terms of practicality, simple rule, what we've always done with ours, with the lighter interiors, I always carry some baby wipes in the cloth, so if you spill something, wipe it clean straight away, dry it off straight away. They're very, very, very simple and easy to keep. As I said, in amazing condition, beautifully built as well, by the way. No squeaks, no rattles. It's real world build quality. It's years down the line. No one assembles cars quite as well as this. Everything working, big screen sat nav, dual zone climate control system, gives you different temperatures side to side and blowing out ice cold air, heated seats, dash binnacle, simple, easy, quality dials, legible. Temperature gauge, by the way, now running at the third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. Steering wheel feels like new in hand, small in diameter, leather bound, perfect. I love them. We own one, so we've owned many, many, many over the years. So I am biased, but for good reason. I trust them. They're good cars. They're nice to drive, and they're lovely to own. It is a four-wheel drive version, albeit there is no buttons to press. It does it for you. It's this real-time four-wheel drive, or whatever name they give it these days. Basically, you run in front-wheel drive the whole time. As and when it needs to come into four-wheel drive, it'll do it automatically and seamlessly for you, and it is brilliant, by the way. I tow a caravan. The simplicity means also, if it's not running permanent four-wheel drive is great, but unfortunately you can get through your tyres more quickly, you can use more fuel, and it'll put more mechanical stress on the car. The lack of use gives it its reliability as well, because in nearly 3 decades selling Hondas using this system, we've never put a spanner on the four-wheel drive system on any of them, so it is a particularly tough system. As I said at the start of the video, the point is just to show the car in operation. It drives, as you'd expect, absolutely perfectly. Someone's going to be very, very lucky indeed to get this car.